Hey, what's up, everybody? For your fix of fitness, health, life, and laughs, you know where it's at. That's right, it's at the Poecast with your host, yours truly, Adam Pullman. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the Poecast. This is the show where all of your health, fitness, and nutrition questions are answered by me, your host and fitness coach, Adam Pullman. In today's episode, we are talking about, something. Pretty much forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, we're talking about clean eating. Had to pull up the question there. What's the deal with clean eating? What exactly is it? Is it a good approach to your nutrition? So we're going to be talking about that today. Make sure you tune into this episode for all things on clean eating. This question was sent in by a listener just like you. Everyday person trying to improve their health and fitness. They had a question. I'm answering it. Okay, so if you have a question that you want to have answered here on the show, you can do that on Instagram. So my handle is Adam_PullmanFit. You can find me there. Every single Saturday, you'll see a question box in my story that says ask me a question. That is your green light to submit as many health, fitness, and nutrition questions as you would like. I will answer the question in short there on the story, and then I'll take it here and answer it in depth, in detail for you in long form. That way you guys have detailed answers and takeaways to improve your health, fitness, and nutrition. All right. Now, if you are someone that's been in the Pullman Fitness realm for a while, maybe you've done some one-on-one coaching with me, maybe you just listen to all these episodes and haven't done anything else, we have a new addition to announce for you, the basic membership. So this is a membership where you can follow a professionally structured training program, a self-guided program designed for a specific goal. We've got 4 programs out right now for you to try. One that's focused on fat loss, one that's focused on building muscle, another that's focused on building your glutes, and the last that's focused actually on activating your glutes and really feeling your glutes work. Okay, so to go check out those programs and start one now today, you can go to pullmanfitness.com/basic-membership, and that's where you can do that. If you haven't been around here for a while, you don't know what the heck's going on other than you're listening to some dude talking to a mic, I've got stuff for you. Okay, one, we have the Eat More, Get Leaner ebook. This is a detailed step-by-step guide that teaches you how to build a faster metabolism through adjustments in your training and nutrition. It's also a great way to show your love and support for the show. That way I can continue what I enjoy doing, like making episodes like this. Go ahead and check that out at pullmanfitness.com/store. That's POEHLMANN fitness.com/store. Thirdly, I don't even know where we're at. 2, 3, 4th thing, 10th thing, I don't know. Thirdly, if you want to be a part of our community on Facebook with Pullman Fitness, you want to follow along with some live talks that I do on fitness and nutrition to gain some insight and knowledge on what you can do to reach your goals. You want to be a part of a group or a community of like-minded people with the same things in mind. You want to share recipes, ideas, thoughts, encouragement, support, memes, whatever it may be. Go ahead and send me a message on Instagram with "that's me," and I will send you a link to the group so you can request to join. Lastly, before I start answering this question here today, we have more valuable free resources for you, free guides, free articles, absolutely free about fat loss, muscle building, weight training, strength training, nutrition, whatever it is. And you can get all of those absolutely free at pullmanfitness.com/free. That's POEHLMANN fitness.com/free. Today's question comes from Jess Warner and Jess Warner, and the question is, can you explain what clean eating means? I always thought it was eating chicken, broccoli, and rice. Jess, that's basically right. Essentially, you've got it. So clean eating is something that was, I want to say, I don't know the history of it, but I would argue, or I would guess that it was coined somewhere in the fitness competitor, bodybuilder, bikini competitor realm, because they have to eat pretty neurotically and pretty quote unquote clean and track diligently in order to look a certain way when they hit stage. And we started looking to them as the models for overall health and the authority for health and fitness advice, because they look good and they're lean and their physiques are attractive to most people, and that's what they want. The reality is, though, they're awful people to look for information from, for the most part, especially when speaking to the general population, because what they do is a sport that requires extreme sacrifice that the general person does not need to do in order to lose body fat, okay, or reach their goals. So, if your goal is to get on stage, whatever. But if your goal is just to lose some extra body fat, you don't need to go to the extremes that they do. So I would guess that's where the term clean eating kind of got popular. And you're right. Basically what that came down to was eating very plain and simple meals, whole natural foods, nothing complicated. And because the bodybuilding industry is not known for cooking, that got us associated with just bland meat, bland veggies, and bland rice, and that's it. So that's kind of where that came from. Now it's nowadays it's certainly similar, except I would say nowadays when people say clean eating, they associate that with eating whole natural foods and no junk foods. Okay, but what does it matter? Who gives a shit what clean eating means? All right, because here's the thing: no matter what you try. No matter what diet you try, paleo, keto, whole 30, that's not really much of a diet for fat loss, but whatever, you get the point. The odds that it's going to be easy to sustain they're very low. Okay, there's a low chance that it's going to be easy to sustain, usually speaking, because a lot of these diets tend to be restricting. So it's just hard to maintain. But we're attracted to the all or nothing mindset. So we think, okay, I'm going to turn the switch on, I'm going to eat clean, and then once I reach my goal, I'm going to turn it off. But what ends up happening is they say, okay, I'm going to turn the switch on, I'm going to do some clean eating. Oh shit, I can't keep this up, or it sucks, I hate it. 1 week later, I go back to doing what I used to do before, if not worse. Restrict, binge, restrict, binge. Clean eating, crappy eating, clean eating, crappy eating. So instead, what should we do, since that really doesn't work? Well, I like the 80-20 rule. Preferably 90-10, but I think 80-20 is a good rule, especially for most Americans, considering it's probably the opposite. And what I mean by 80-20 is that 80% of your food intake comes from whole natural food sources, okay? Meaning they're fresh, it either came from the ground or it had a face before you ate it. Literally, that's kind of what I mean. And then the 20% would be junkier stuff, maybe more processed, highly processed foods, chips, dessert, things like that. I think 90-10 is a better ratio to shoot for, but 80-20 is a great goal for most people. Like I said, considering that a majority of Americans' diet consists of highly processed, hyperpalatable foods that are very calorie dense and don't have a lot of nutrients. Okay, they're not nutrient dense. All right, so shoot for that 80-20 rule. That's going to be much, much easier to maintain than going all or nothing. You're going to have more flexibility. You're going to have more freedom with food. You're not going to feel as strung out about food. You're not going to feel like you're thinking about food as much. It's going to be a much more sustainable way to approach your nutrition. And within that 80-20 rule, you can obviously manipulate your nutrients or your calories to hit the goals or the health goals that you want to reach. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need to think about, well, I can't have Reese's, or it's Easter, I can't have Cadbury eggs. I mean, if that's you, God bless your soul. Or say, I can't have this and I can only have this. When you create this like strict parent personality in your mind, you're going to naturally create the rebellious kid personality too. That's going to say, F you, parent, I'm going to have that damn Cadbury egg. And you're not going to have anything to do with it. Okay. That's what tends to happen. It's way easier just to have some flexibility, but learn to appreciate the 80% of whole natural foods consumed and how that makes you feel, look, and perform. All right, so that's the deal with clean eating. Wouldn't do it. I would just go for an 80-20 approach, maybe a 90-10. If this helps in some way, go ahead and share this episode with your friends and family. Let them know that this is where they can go to get all of their health, fitness, and nutrition questions answered. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it is over already. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening to the Poecast. Hey, listen in. If you have a health and fitness goal that you are trying to reach, I don't know what else to say other than to say it must be a match made in heaven. If you didn't know already, Pullman Fitness exists to transform the body, mind, and spirit through personal coaching and sustainable fitness plans for any stage of life. So,
If you want to reach your goals, build sustainability, and enjoy life all at the same time, you guys got to check out Premier Coaching at Pullman Fitness. From custom tailored programming to 24/7 access to your personal coach, you'll have everything that you need to succeed. You guys can find out a lot more about Premier Coaching as well as our membership program at pullmanfitness.com. Hey, if you enjoyed the show, share the love by leaving a 5-star review and introducing the Poecast to your friends and family. As always, thank you so much for listening, and until next time, this is the Poecast.